This episode of the Girl Be Free podcast is sponsored by the Motherless Child Guidebook, a sacred space for healing your mother wounds. There may be times in your life where you feel like a motherless child, whether your mother has passed away or you have an unhealthy, strained, toxic relationship with your mother, and at times you feel motherless. In this guidebook, I am helping you identify the toxic mother patterns that you should be aware of, how to define what a mother wound is and how that wound is showing up in everyday life, how to reparent and mother your inner child, and then also how do you learn how to retell your story, create a new narrative, so that way you're no longer revisiting the negative energy that comes along with your pain. Plus, you're going to find a plethora of bonuses from soul writing prompts, a curated music playlist, affirmations that you can download and listen to whenever you are, a podcast series, a book list with additional resources to help support you on your journey, and over 90 minutes of video content that supports the guidebook to help you on your journey. Invest in your healing today because I am making space for you so that you feel seen, you feel acknowledged, and you know that you're not the only one dealing with sometimes feeling like a motherless child. Go to themotherlesschild.com. Again, the website is themotherlesschild.com. Hey, hey, welcome back to another episode of the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, where I'm going to inspire and motivate you to show up for yourself. Y'all, this week I am still on a high from the Be Free meetup that happened this past weekend. I absolutely love community. I love sisterhood. I love the space that I cultivated for women to gather together in a judgment free space to be free just to be and have very important and inspiring conversations. And of course, make these meaningful connections that they probably wouldn't have been able to make outside of the community. So I am on a high. Like I felt so good. We had a packed house once again, so many new faces, a lot of ladies who have attended in the past as well. And it was just really great conversation about what it really means to be a good friend, what sisterhood looks like, and then how can we show up to be better friends ourselves. And so this past weekend was part one. I'm going to continue the conversation next month, which is on October 19th. And you can find the link to purchase your ticket in the show notes because I think that there is a lot of conversation that needs to be had around sisterhood and friendship and what that looks like. And then also making new friends as adults and being open to new relationships despite what has happened to you in the past. I'm excited. I'm still in like feeling like just oh so I don't know, full of joy, and I'm just grateful that people trust me for the spaces that I cultivate both online and offline and that they show up and really be a part of something amazing. Also, we had amazing food, y'all. Vegan Vicky from Urban Sweetness here in Cleveland provided some amazing vegan food that hands down was just like so delicious that I'm still like, ooh, I want some more. And I'll link to her in the show notes. So then that way, if you're local, you can reach out to her because she's doing a lot of amazing things in the city. So on to today's topic, which is all around how one small change this year can change your life. I'm thinking, we have less than 100 days left of this year. And not to put too much pressure on you, but that's the reality of it, right? And this is the perfect time now that we're entering into a new season, finishing up this last few months of the year where you can really press reset and focus on making one small change that can build momentum as you go into 2020. I really want you to think about making one small step, right? Because so often, and I see this all the time, whether it's with my one on one clients or in the Be Free Inner Circle, where people want to do so much at once. And then it gets discouraging because they're not seeing the momentum or the traction that they would like to see. So they end up giving up. I want you to focus on just doing one small thing that you can commit to for the rest of the year that will really shift the direction of your life. And I want you to think of it as a lifestyle change. Sometimes people say habits, but sometimes that may feel like, oh, I don't want to create a new habit, or you may have some negative thoughts around habits, or breaking them or what have you. So think of making a small lifestyle change as we approach this new season and close out the rest of this year. And now is a perfect time to do that. So I want you to reflect on one thing that you want to do that's going to light you up inside, or one thing that you want to stop doing as we go into a new year. Okay. So these are some things that you can think about. And I'm just going to give you some ideas. Of course, you come up with whatever works best for you. But you can possibly finally start that blog that you've been talking about. Maybe you can stop the negative self talk that you've been having. So, really focusing on shifting your mindset, maybe reciting some affirmations or what have you. You can start journaling if that's something that you've been wanting to do. Maybe meditation, maybe cutting back on social media. Maybe you want to go to bed at a decent time. Maybe you want to drink more water. Maybe you want to save a certain amount of money by the end of the year. Maybe commit to reading at least 15 to 30 minutes a day. So all you have to do is really choose one thing. I don't want you to choose everything from the list. Yes, there's a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but I just want you to focus on one thing that you will commit to doing every single day for the remainder of the year. So in the Be Free Inner Circle, we are having a 100-day challenge that Jeanette Brewster kicked off in the community. What we're doing is every member is choosing one thing that they want to commit to doing every single day for the remainder of the year. And I absolutely love this challenge because everyone gets to be involved. You get to choose what you want to do. So it doesn't have to be what anybody else is doing. Like, you get to choose whatever it is that you want to do. And we are all going to celebrate, at the end of the year going into 2020 with the progress that we made just by making one small step. So for me, I decided to commit to meditation every single day. And I wanted to choose meditation because I want to be more connected with self. I started meditating and it's been off and on for several years now, but I really want to commit to 100 full days so that way I can make it into a habit, if you will, a positive lifestyle change that I can continue doing after this challenge is over. So that is what I'm committing to for the next 100 days. I want to share with you what some of the ladies in the Be Free Inner Circle have shared so far and what they're committing to. So Jeanette is focusing on 100 days of gratitude, where every day, every evening before bed, she's going to write in her gratitude journal. Brittany is committing to cleaning out her 2 back rooms so she can get rid of all of the clutter. Let's see here. Samara is committing to 100 days of prayer. So she's going to pray for a minimum of 5 minutes every morning. Patrice is committing to 100 days of growing her business. So every day she's going to spend 1 hour focusing on that. Wilma is going to commit to 100 days of bringing my flesh into submission. Ooh, I love that. And she's going to wake up at 5:30 every morning, Monday through Friday, and no meat Monday through Friday. I absolutely love what everyone has shared thus far. We still have people, dropping what they're sharing as well. So that's my challenge for you. I want you to think about, what do you want to commit to for the remainder of the year? And if you're looking for accountability, you're looking for support, to have some fun, engagement, to be around other positive, like-minded women, I invite you to come hang out with us in the Be Free Inner Circle. It is my monthly membership community where women all over the world are in a collective together, all aiming to flourish and be free and feel fulfilled. The challenge is just one benefit of the community. We also have a book club. We have monthly accountability chats. We have workshops throughout the month. I mean, honestly, it's an amazing community of women who are showing up and doing the work. And the way that I like to frame it is your community for real sisterhood. So if you haven't checked out the website yet, definitely go to BeFreeInnerCircle.com. If you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me. And that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I noticed that my subscribers are growing and growing and growing with this community. So continue to subscribe, continue to listen, continue to share the Girl Be Free podcast with a friend, especially if you're enjoying it. You can also share this episode in your IG stories. You can share it on Facebook, share it on the gram, all of that jazz. And I would love for you to tag me at Be Free Project so that I can take a listen or so that I can check it out. But thank you so much for just being a part of this community. I absolutely love this space. I love the women that are a part of this. And when I get the feedback from you guys, the comments and all the jazz that you're sharing, it really warms my heart. So thank you so much. Also, I created an amazing free download called 101 Resources Every Woman Needs to Live Her Best Life. It is jam packed with websites, podcasts, music, books that's definitely going to be beneficial for you. I'm going to drop that link in the show notes. It's a free download. It's yours. I hope you love it. Let me know your thoughts and all that jazz. And until next time, girl, be free.
Hello, my name is Elmir and I am from sunny South Florida. I joined the Be Free Inner Circle because I was looking for a space where women were not only goal oriented but also focused on taking care of themselves inside and out and creating the kind of life that they want for themselves. It's more than just setting goals and being held accountable. It really does feel like a real sisterhood. There's a lot of resources that are being shared among the members of the group. One of the things that I love so far is the monthly goal setting, showing up for yourself, where everybody brings their goals for the month and shares with the group and also gets insight, resources, and additional things to uh, possibly consider when they're setting their goals for the month. That in itself is such an amazing resource and such great accountability, which I'm loving so far. If you're looking for a space where women are not only handling their goals and getting their to-do list done, but also offering kind of like a warm virtual hug from afar, then the Be Free Inner Circle is definitely for you.